Okay, another 10 minutes of practice. We are starting on hands and knees. So find your way to your quadruped and start to hula hoop around your hips. Imagine you've got a hula hoop and you're spinning it around the hips. Change direction. And then come to stillness and ripple through the spine, starting from the tailbone. Tuck the bottom as you round the lower, the mid, the upper back. Let the chin drop in. Keep the chin tucked in and start from the lower back. So you arch the lumbar, then ripple through the mid spine and then the upper spine. The collarbones lift and the head lifts last. And again, keep the head still as you tuck the tailbone, doming from the lower, the mid, the upper back. Let the chin drop last. And again, start from the tailbone, keep the chin tucked in as you arch the lower, the mid, the upper back. The chest lifts. Find a neutral place in the spine, so whatever neutral means to you. And we're extending the right leg back behind. Lift the heel and feel into the way that your lower back has responded to this. So if your lower back is really arching here, can you see if you can lift the pubic bone just a little by bringing your pubic bone up towards your belly button. So there's more strength being held into the right bottom cheek. Option here is to extend your left arm in front of you, taking a breath in. And as you exhale, bring your knee to your nose. If you're not extending the arm, just bring your left knee towards your nose. Extend the leg and extend the arm. Bring both hands and knees back to the mat. Swim your hands down behind you. Rest your head onto a surface, so you come into child's pose, and rotate your wrists. Change direction, rotating the other way. And then come back to your quadruped, your hands and your knees. We're going to do the same with the left leg. So extend the left leg and lead from the heel so you can feel the weight of your left leg in your abdominal area. And again, just check in with the lower back. Are you overarching? If you are, then a little lift of your pubic bone towards the belly button. Again, the option is to bring the right arm forward. Some of you don't need to do that or don't feel that you need to do that. Then keep the hands down. Breath in. Exhale, elbow and knee meet underneath the body. Extend the arm, extend the leg. Be mindful of your lower back. Is it overarching? And then lower the hands and lower the knee back to the mat. Walk your hands a little further forwards and drop your pelvis down. Keep your chest lifted. Squeeze your bottoms. Give your bottoms a bit of a squeeze. And lower down slowly, taking the lower back, the mid back, and the upper back down to the mat. And then slide your forearms to the earth. So you come into Sphinx pose. Breathe steady as you pretend to drag your elbows and forearms towards the torso. So there's a little traction to lift the collarbones. We're going to take a lion's breath here where we poke the tongue towards the chin. Breath in. Exhale, lion's breath. Breathe naturally. Now press into your forearms and walk your forearms back to a forearm cat-cow posture. So let your knees come in a bit, forearms press down. Start to tuck the tailbone, doming through the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, the chin drops. And again, start from the tailbone, keeping the head in. Let your lower back arch, your mid back drop, your collarbones lift, and then the head lifts last. And do that again. Keep the head really still. Start from the tailbone. As you dome the lower, the mid, the upper back, and let the chin drop. Last one, as you arch the lower back, mid back, upper back, chest lifts. Tuck the toes under, lift up your elbows into downward facing dog. If you need to pedal through your heels and move your hips a little more from side to side, please do. And then when you feel a little more limbered in your downward facing dog, come to stillness. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Feet the distance of your hip bones. That's really quite close. As you come into chair pose, lift the arms up. Sit back into your chair. Bring the palms together, and can you keep your thighs quite solid? Imagine you're wrapping the muscles of your thighs around your thigh bones. And palms together, roll down through your spine. Uncurl your spine, releasing the body over the bent knees. Can you keep your knees bent and press on your shins? Reflect your lumbar curve and your cervical curve together. So there's a little arching in the lower and upper mid-cervical spine. Exhale, straighten the legs with relief as the crown of the head drops. Breathe steady. And then step your right leg back behind you. Bring the right knee down. Enjoy a breath in as the arms lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. And step this back, downward facing dog. Breathe slow. Breathe softly. Again, walk to the top of your mat. Take your time. We're going back into chair pose. So realign your feet. Try and encourage your heels to be in line with your second and third toe. Sit down into your chair to then lift your arms up. Keep the shoulders lifting and lengthening. Stay strong in the thighs and really soften through your spine as you roll down. Slowly uncoil. Can you stay strong in the thighs as you press your hands to your shins and reflect the lumbar and cervical curve in the back of the body? And as you exhale, straighten the legs, crown of the head down. Step your left leg back behind you. Bring the left knee to the mat. Take your arms up to the sky, breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat, but we're going to switch it up a little here. Tuck your left toes under and turn to the side of your mat. Now, some of you might need a yoga brick or a book, if you have it, to rest your hands on. We're coming into a half forward fold. So take the feet wide, take the outer edges of the feet, pressing them down a little more to the mat. Let your inner arches lift. Keep your spine and your body parallel to the mat and see if you can move your hips from side to side. Let's let the hips move. If you need to bend your knees to do that, then do. Let the hips move side to side. Now bring that to stillness and let your spine snake from side to side. So imagine the snake slithering through sand. See if you can get your spine to reenact that movement. Lovely. Keep going. Now come to a steady stop and take a little forward fold. Drop the crown of the head down, hands to wherever you can reach, maybe a floor or the brick. Breath in Breath out. And then lift yourself back up halfway. Turn to the front of your mat. Bring your back knee down. Scoop your knees back together and sit yourself back into kneeling or seated onto your bottom. And we are here again at the end of the practice. So take a breath in, arms lift. Bring your hands behind your skull, interlace your fingers and wing the elbows out to the sides. Take a little back bend. Enjoy a breath in. And as you exhale, lengthen and straighten out the spine so you can sit upright. Bring the palms together and relax your belly. Slow down your exhale, breathing in and out through your nose as much as you can. On your next exhale, bow your head to your heart. And when you're ready to lift your head. Well done. Another 10 minutes. You're doing brilliantly. Carry on.